she got him beat, cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think I'm better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out. If you don't, but I think I'm better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Young Kwanku has it all teed up, and Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Oh, ready? Rock. Look the hot, look the hot. 11. Hey, Uno Mars, Uno. White Tony.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long.
18. Hey, Uno. 19 Texans. Buggy. Hey, South. Good.
From the gun, Stroud. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
18. What's that? Look the hot. 11. Hey, Uno Mars.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. That's caught for the first. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Oh, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yep, had those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
Why Tony? Hey, Uno.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, they'll run. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he He isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Back-to-back carries here. The second down run good for 4. That brings up third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Tony, buggy. South. Look to hot. 11.
Throw here, 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked. They can advance it now, picked up inside the 30.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. We've got a screen to the running back. Has a lane past the 45. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Running for the first time with a Louisville Cardinal. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Drake London with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Hey, Uno Mars. Why Tony? Hey, Rock, look. Why Tony?
Shotgun now, first round. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Christian Harris on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
63.
Now Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. And finally, he's out of bounds. What a great return, though. They're going to be set up at the 25-yard line.
Well, by the time he shifted into a different gear and began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense, who now gets to take over with a lot of the work in the field position already done.
Look the hot.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Hits his running back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
18. What's that? 19 Texans. Hey, south. 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. On the move, hit it right. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Back to the well again. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. They give it to him again. He's going to gain a good chunk of yards here. Looks like about 6, but that still brings up 4th down.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Another carry for him. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Go Silver, ready?
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Absolutely fires this one right side. And it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And that sets up 3rd down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Thrown to double coverage, odds are against you.
Great, set. Hey, easy, 63.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's trying to go deep again. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Stroud completes it quick. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Tony.
They give it to him up the middle. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
18, outside. 11. 19 Texans.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Stroud's going to throw for it. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Hurts from his end zone. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a 29-yard gain. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the pistol, Hurts. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Finds him over the middle. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. 4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Hey, uno more.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
Why, Tony? Rock. Mother. Buggy.
From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line.
18. What's that? Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud now. Look at that power, deep left side. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. His only previous one thus far was blocked. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Let's come in here. Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 17, and that's a Falcon first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Man in motion here. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
Here's a design run. Hurts fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That one's complete, right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. A gain of 15 there. And that is good enough for Atlanta, first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Sending him on the dive. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. We motion the tight end over. Running for the marker on 2nd. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this 3rd down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. 40. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston.
I got to believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick, it was a pick 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
Falcons 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. Second down. Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hurts on first down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Harris picks it up.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own.
New set of downs for them from the 31.
Why, Tony, look the hot. Hey, Uno Mars.
First down throw by Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Has time, he's throwing deep down the left sideline. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hey, Uno. Buggy.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. Chased out to his right. Caught by the open man. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be first down Houston.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So first down from the 41.
Oh, hey. 18. Hey, south. Why, Tony. Look the hot.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Hey, Uno Mars. Ow, what's that? 18. What's that? 19 Texans.
Here's Stroud again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Hey, Uno. Buggy. Hey, south.
He'll throw it. Gets everything he has under this one. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points.
A receiver this skilled, and he's got every route in his back pocket. But some Sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
At their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. A give now from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Why Tony? Look the hot.
1st down, Stroud. Connecting on the slant. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
To number 88. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans holding on to a field goal lead. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Oh, okay. 18. Outside.
Give now to the running back. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Fourth down, and we're going to see just how clutch he is on this kick. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. He'll look to throw it. Man downfield, and he finds London. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
Setting up to pass. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Let's go.
Gotta set this up quick. Here he is to throw. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. First and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Judkins. And they got him. They took him down before he could get to that goal line. No time left. Zeros on the clock. This game's over. So what a way to get them the win here, Brock. A touchdown-saving tackle just before...